Stephen Hawking, one of the world's renowned scientists and the man who predicted that black holes were not as empty as they seemed, predicted that the world will end soon. Global warming, climate change and nuclear war are what Hawking thinks will ultimately kill off humans and earthlings alike. Global warming? The Earth is getting warmer and warmer, so it seems logical that at some point we'll reach a tipping point, and all our efforts for the past 100 years will go down the drain. In his new book, physicist Stephen Hawking predicts that if greenhouse gas emissions continue at their present rate, Earth could become like Venus with a temperature of 250 degrees centigrade, an environment no living organism can endure. But there's still time to stop it. We should have children and make sure they have children in order to populate other planets in case this one becomes uninhabitable. If the population continues to grow, the limited resources on Earth will not be enough. So something needs to be done now or it'll be too late. Nuclear war. A nuclear war is a scenario in which nuclear weapons are used, either intentionally or accidentally, on a large scale. Such an event could lead to the death of millions and would likely be followed by massive economic and environmental devastation. The United States government has invested billions of dollars into programs designed to detect nuclear threats. These efforts have included satellites that can detect heat signatures coming from missile launches, as well as radar systems designed to pick up missiles in flight. Other efforts include specialized aircraft, such as U-2s and RC-135s, with equipment to track ballistic missiles through their stages of launch and ascent. However, these measures do not guarantee protection against a global catastrophe. Artificial intelligence. The rise of artificial intelligence is one of the most important and far-reaching issues facing humankind this century. It might also be the most difficult for people to comprehend. So I've been thinking about how best to describe it. You can compare it with a kind of domestic robot, such as a dishwasher or lawnmower, or you can think about it as a self-driving car that thinks it's better than us. Either way, they do what we want them to do because they were designed to do what we want them to do. But AI doesn't just think on our behalf, it thinks for itself and at an exponential rate. We are now on the cusp of creating something with thoughts of its own that could act on those thoughts in ways that would not be controllable from us. Disease. A pandemic would be a disease that spreads through an entire area like the case of corona, eventually infecting most people in the region. The disease would then spread to other areas because it would be so easy for people to travel and trade with other regions where they don't have immunity or protection against a disease. As more people get infected and die, resources would dwindle as public health systems collapse under the weight of trying to care for all the sick individuals while also trying to prevent further transmission. One possible way that we could avoid such a fate is by developing some sort of cure or vaccine before disaster strikes. That sounds like a good plan if we had enough time on our hands. Unfortunately, though, scientists don't believe we'll have enough time before any kind of worldwide catastrophe inevitably happens.